Dakota Johnson's post-breakup chapter, inside the new romance rumors, her life after Chris Martin, and what comes next. As 2025 draws to a close, Dakota Johnson appears to be stepping into a new season of her personal life, one marked by change, reflection, and renewed curiosity from the public eye. The actress, who has spent much of the past decade navigating fame while fiercely guarding her privacy, is now at the center of fresh dating speculation involving musician Tucker Pillsbury, better known by his stage name, Role Model. The rumors surfaced quietly at first, sparked not by a red carpet debut or a public announcement, but by something far more subtle: a candle at dinner, a relaxed group of friends, and moments of visible closeness that were impossible for onlookers and cameras to ignore. While neither Johnson nor Pillsbury has confirmed a romantic relationship, the sighting has ignited widespread conversation, particularly because it comes just months after Johnson's long-term relationship with Coldplay frontman Chris Martin reportedly came to a definitive end. To understand why this moment has captured so much attention, it's important to look not only at the dinner itself, but also at the emotional context surrounding Johnson's recent years, her deeply private breakup, and the way both she and Pillsbury seem to be entering new chapters at nearly the same time. A quiet evening that sparked loud headlines. The dinner that reignited public interest in Johnson's love life was, by all outward appearances, unremarkable. There were no formal outfits, no exclusive venue announcements, and no attempt to make a public statement. Instead, the gathering appeared intimate and understated, exactly the kind of environment Johnson has historically preferred. According to reports, Johnson and Pillsbury were seated closely at a table with mutual friends, sharing conversation, laughter, and moments of physical closeness that went beyond what most would consider platonic. Observers noted that Johnson frequently leaned into Pillsbury, at times resting against him as they spoke with others around the table. In one moment captured in photographs, Johnson raised her martini glass while Pillsbury leaned forward. The two appeared deeply engaged in conversation. Entertainment outlets were quick to note that the two appeared relaxed, unguarded, and emotionally at ease, qualities often absent from celebrity outings that are carefully curated for public consumption. Who is Role Model? Understanding the man behind the name. For many casual observers, the name Role Model may not immediately ring as loudly as Johnson's own. However, within the music industry, and particularly among younger audiences, Tucker Pillsbury has steadily built a reputation as a thoughtful, emotionally open artist. Born and raised in Maine, Pillsbury first gained attention for his genre-blending sound, combining elements of pop, alternative, and introspective lyricism. His music often explores vulnerability, heartbreak, and self-reflection, themes that have resonated strongly with fans who value emotional honesty. Over the past several years, Role Model has transitioned from an emergent artist into a recognizable voice in contemporary pop music. His live performances are known for their intimacy, and his personal persona is notably low-key, traits that align surprisingly well with Johnson's own approach to fame. Though Pillsbury is younger than Johnson by several years, those familiar with his work often describe him as emotionally mature and introspective, qualities that may help explain the apparent ease between the two. Dakota Johnson, a career built on independence. Dakota Johnson's journey in Hollywood has been anything but conventional. Born into a family of actors, she could have easily followed a predictable path. Instead, she has spent years carving out an identity defined by independence, selective roles, and a refusal to be boxed into a single image. While she became a global household name through the 50 Shades franchise, Johnson has consistently taken on projects that challenge expectations, from indie dramas to offbeat comedies and psychological thrillers. More importantly, she has maintained a personal philosophy that prioritizes authenticity over publicity. Johnson rarely shares details of her private life on social media, avoids unnecessary interviews about her relationships, and has spoken openly about the emotional cost of constant public scrutiny. This context makes the recent dinner sighting all the more intriguing. It suggests not a calculated reveal, but a moment of genuine comfort, perhaps a sign that Johnson is entering a phase where she feels less guarded, or simply more at peace. The end of an era. Johnson and Chris Martin. Any discussion of Johnson's rumored new romance inevitably circles back to her relationship with Chris Martin, which spanned nearly 8 years and remained largely private despite the fame of both individuals. Johnson and Martin were first linked in the late 2010s, and over time their relationship evolved quietly. They avoided public.
Role Model's own romantic history has also drawn attention in recent years. He was previously linked to influencer and podcaster Emma Chamberlain, with whom he shared a multi-year relationship that resonated strongly with fans of both individuals. Their eventual split in 2023 was handled quietly, with neither party publicly assigning blame or offering detailed explanations. Since then, Pillsbury has largely kept his personal life out of the spotlight, focusing instead on music and touring. Those familiar with his recent work note that his lyrics have taken on a more reflective tone, suggesting a period of personal growth and emotional recalibration. In that sense, both Pillsbury and Johnson appear to be emerging from meaningful chapters of their lives at roughly the same time, each with greater clarity about what they want moving forward. Why this rumor feels different. Celebrity dating rumors are nothing new, yet this particular situation has resonated differently with audiences. Perhaps it's the understated nature of the sighting, or the sense that neither individual is seeking attention. Unlike highly publicized celebrity couplings that unfold through staged appearances and social media announcements, this moment unfolded organically. There were no declarations, no branding opportunities, and no attempts to control the narrative. That authenticity has led many fans to respond with curiosity rather than skepticism. It also reflects a broader cultural shift, where audiences increasingly value emotional sincerity over spectacle, particularly when it comes to relationships involving public figures. The media's role and its limits. As with any high-profile rumor, media coverage has played a significant role in shaping public perception. Outlets have emphasized observable behavior while carefully avoiding definitive claims, largely due to the lack of confirmation from either party. This restraint is notable, especially in an era where speculation often escalates into assumed fact. For now, the story remains firmly in the realm of possibility rather than certainty, a reminder that public figures are entitled to privacy, even when curiosity runs high. What comes next? Whether Johnson and Pillsbury are exploring a romantic relationship or simply enjoying each other's company remains to be seen. What is clear, however, is that both individuals appear to be entering 2026 with renewed energy and openness. For Johnson, the coming year promises continued professional momentum and perhaps personal fulfillment shaped on her own terms. For Pillsbury, momentum and perhaps personal fulfillment shaped on her own terms. For Pillsbury, the attention may introduce new challenges, but it also underscores his